Hey everyone, welcome back to another reading. I thought today's topic could be on messages from your spirit guides. We are going to be starting with the water signs because we are in Scorpio season. So this reading will begin with Scorpio. And so far, we are starting off with a bang because all of these cards are major arcana with the exception of that first one right here, and then we do have that Scorpio energy coming through right there with that death card. So what I'm seeing here for you guys, Scorpio, is that it's time to do something different. It's time to do something new. And this has to do with how you interact in relationships with people, your decision making process. It could be with your speech communication. I feel like you are used to maybe arguing, trying to one up someone, trying to, be competitive and trying to beat them. It just looks like a lot of tension, a lot of back and forth, and where you're just trying to dominate, you're trying to be the winner, you're trying to be the one in control with the power, and it seems to be just like normal, that's just your everyday personality maybe, or that's just the kind of relationships that you have, or that's just again like your approach, what you're used to. So it just is what it is, and so it just feels like the energy around you is always just kind of messed up, like it's not smooth and nice and like peaceful and calm. Like it could just always be like something going on, you know what I mean? Like something happening, like some kind of disruption, something like that. And basically, your spirit guides, the message they have for you is to be more kind, to be more loving, to be more lighthearted, to be more optimistic, to maybe give people the benefit of the doubt and be more trusting, and to become more open and to be honest, like maybe you're not someone, like you don't like to lay your cards out on the table. Like you like to keep things close to your chest because you don't like to be vulnerable, and you don't like for people to really know like what you're really thinking or how you're really feeling, and all of this has to do with control tactics and like wanting power and stuff. It's like you want to be very like mysterious. Those are very scorpionic qualities to have, but spirit wants you to be more vulnerable, to be more open, to like again be more trusting and like give people the benefit of the doubt, and to like in your speech, in your language, like to be honest and to be fair and to communicate what you're feeling and what's really in your heart and like to just be more like nice and kind and like open, and like yeah, like childlike in a way, but not foolish, like not like in a way that you're making stupid decisions, but it's just like you're being childlike in a sense of like you're trusting and you're open and you're very honest, and you're just coming through and laying it out on the table, and just like people can do with that what they will, but you're not lying. Like you don't have an agenda, you're not trying to control things, you're not trying to you know what I mean, like omit things. You are just very, very open and honest, and like you value those things. You want to put those things first because they're saying that this is what's going to help you to move forward and to be victorious and to win out. Like this is how you win out. You think that you win out with that other energy that we described before, but no, like this is how you really win out, is by being kind and loving and open and fair and vulnerable and trusting and optimistic and stuff. And that's actually what's going to change things for you, change the energy around you, change your relationships. You're going to have this different approach. I feel like it's going to attract good people towards you, good energy in your heart, and build, you're going to be able to build better relationships, and your speech and your approach and everything is just going to be more balanced and more equal and fair and peaceful. You're going to be inviting those things into your life, and it just seems like your future looks really bright if you were to take these steps. Like it just looks to be really good. Like it looks to be like everyone is happy and working together and united, and where you can be open and kind and vulnerable, and you don't have to worry about anyone like taking advantage of that or hurting you, because it's like you are cultivating an environment around you where that's like what's expected, and like that's what's honored and valued amongst that group. So first you have to be those things to then attract those things to you. You know what I mean? Like don't normalize bad behavior. And so like this back and forth bickering, one-upping, competitive energy is what's the natural, what's normal to you. And so like this uneasiness or this tension, you feel like, oh, well, that's just, it is what it is. That's just what's natural and normal. But it's not. It's not. Like, it can be better. It can be more, it can be easier and peaceful and like breezy and nice and just like very balanced. And it can be so much better. And they're letting you know that this is how, this is the way. So that is your message, Scorpio. I truly hope this served you. Good luck. Hey Cancer, we are doing messages today from your spirit guides. So this is a really interesting message. I'd love to know if this resonates or not. But what I'm seeing for you Cancer is basically, I feel like this has to do with like with your friends or like the people that you're very close to. You guys hang out, you guys talk, all about each other's like personal business. You could talk daily, you know what I mean? It's like your best friends, those people that you really like love and trust, and that genuinely have your best interest at heart. So I'm gonna give you an example just so that you can like get a gist of what I'm getting here, because this can apply to, of course, as you know, this can apply to a lot of different situations. So when I give an example of the energy, it's just so that you can get an idea of like what is coming through here, and then you could see how this applies for you personally. So basically, it's kind of like when you go out. Like if you're going to go out partying or go out clubbing and you're going to go out with your group of friends, and then you guys pick the designated driver. So there's someone that's going to go out with you guys that is going to be there to ensure that you guys get home safely. So they're not allowed to drink. Obviously, they're the designated driver, and maybe you guys take turns doing this so that everyone has a chance to like let loose and party and whatever, because they're not the designated driver. So it's kind of like it's your turn to be the designated driver, and like it's killing you inside. So that's the gist that I'm getting. It's like you're used to being like the life of the party, or like the center of attention, or like the funny one, the bold one, the passionate one, the one that doesn't have to like worry about like the emotional stuff or like the sensitive stuff, like being a nurturer or something like that. It's like you're more used to, I don't know, like maybe planning the event or deciding where you're going to go. Again, this is just like part of the example. Not necessarily this exact example will apply, but it's just so you can get an idea of the energy. So it's like, yeah, like you're more like that energy that you want to attract opportunities, or you come up with them. You're creative, you're the passionate one, the bold one, the loud one, the one that attracts attention, or it's just like it's very fun. It's like a very fun, outgoing energy, and it's not really concerned too much with like mothering and nurturing and parenting and taking care of people. It's more like I just want to have fun. Like on my mind is just fun. It's just like makeup and or like whatever else. If you're a guy, you don't wear makeup. It's like aesthetics, you know what I mean? Like style, swag, like cars. Like it's like that sort of thing. Like that's what you are concerned with, and what's at the forefront of your mind, or like the matters that you regard as like important, or like that's what you take care of. And it's kind of like now is time for you to shift your focus. It's like your focus now has to go more into being the nurturer and being like the one that's providing something material, tangible, like a sacred place for people to rest, a home, food, like somehow you have to nurture people, take care of people, like mother people in a sense, in a way. And it's like from friends, it's like, it looks like it's friends. It looks like it's from your friends group, that you have to like play this role. It's like, it's your turn. It's like, it's my turn now to play this role. Like, I'm not the one that's just, it's all fun and games. And, like now it's my turn where people have to like rely on me for like serious things. Like if they're sick, it's like, it's me they come to, or if they need a place to stay, or if they need something like a ride or money, or, like something, a warm bed at night. It's like that is where you're heading. Like that is where you need to start, like the energy that you need to start moving into. Like that is what you need to start providing. It's like you are moving from like one thing, like providing something, like one thing, like the fun and the energy and the passion. Like you're moving from that to needing to be like more solid and stable and like serious in a sense. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like where you didn't need to consider emotional things, it's like now you do, because it's like you have to help people in some way and like provide something tangible, and like it is like a leveling up energy. Like you are leveling up from one energy to the next, but it might just seem like undesirable to you. Like you might not want that. You know what I mean? Like you're like, I don't want to level up. Another example could be like if you are having kids now, like maybe you're used to being like kidless, you know, so you don't have to consider children, and now it's like you're gonna have kids, you know, or it could be anything. It could even be like a pet, a dog. It's like now I have a dog, so now I can't just like travel for a month. Now I have to consider like my dog and who's going to take care of my dog, and like I have to take care of my dog, and now I have to buy my dog a ticket too, and you know, something like that, where it's like now like there's more responsibility that you are yeah, like that you are responsible for. But I am seeing like this could be amongst friends. So maybe it's like that you are becoming like an aunt or an uncle, or you know, like there's something that you have to do now that you have a responsibility for, or your friend is having a baby and like now you have to be like your, you know, maybe they asked you to be the godparent, and so now you have to be like, you have a responsibility, you know, to provide something for this baby. I don't know, it's something like that. But yeah, it just seems like the responsibility is shifting, you're leveling up. It's not so just, I don't want to say frivolous, but it's just like it's more serious now, and you could just be really struggling with this transition. Like you're just worried, you're anxious, maybe you don't think that you know how to be emotional and stuff like that. But actually, I feel like you're going to thrive in this space. You're going to do really good here. I do see that you are apprehensive, but I do see that you're going to do good. You're going to do good, okay? And it's like you have to do your part. It's like you have to work with people. I am seeing other people involved in whatever this has to do. So I'd love to know how this resonates for you if you'd like to share. But that was your message. So I hope this serves you, and good luck. Hey Pisces, today we're doing messages from your spirit guides. So this is a very interesting message. What I'm getting here for you guys is that you are owning up to something. Like you are assuming some kinds of responsibility. You are not owning up to something. I meant to say like you're taking something on. Like you are like owning a responsibility, like saying like, okay, like no, like this is, you know, like I have to make sure that something here gets respected, or I don't know. It's like you are sacrificing something, or you're taking something on, and you are, you know, like you're doing this on your own. Like you are feeling like you need to take initiative. Like this is your responsibility to do this, because I think it's regarding a loved one. It's either regarding someone that you're in a relationship with, or it's regarding like a loved one. So it could be like a sibling or a child, or just someone that you've known for a really long time, that you consider them like family, someone that you really love and care for. And it could be like maybe that person is bringing a partner, you know, if it's not like your partner directly, but maybe someone that you know, someone that you're really close to, it's like their partner. And you're like, I don't know, like you're seeing something off about this. Like you're seeing like maybe they have the wrong intentions toward this person that you really love or care about. You know, like you're just seeing something here that you feel like you need to protect this person from. Okay. And so it's kind of like you're sacrificing yourself in some way, but you are staying true to some kind of like custom, religion, belief, tradition, something. You are staying true to that. And it's good. Like I do see that it's good that you're staying true to it, because I feel like it is going to, like it's blessing the situation or something, or the reason why you feel so emotionally attached or connected to this responsibility is because of whatever this teaching or this religion or this principle, whatever this is that you are really staying true to. Like that is where it's coming from. That is where it's stemming from. And so it's like because you have this belief, you know, or you were taught this or something, or this tradition, because you have it, like that's why you feel so strongly, and that's why it feels like you have some kind of responsibility here to make sure that someone is like happy. It's like you want someone to be happy, you want someone to, you know, like for someone to do right by them, or you want to do right by someone. I'm not really sure. It can go either way, but I just do see that you are making yourself responsible here. Like you're making yourself responsible for making sure that this happens, even though it's kind of difficult. I don't see that this is easy. Like it looks like you're carrying a lot of responsibility, a lot of burden, a lot of weight, but you feel like it is, that's the way it's supposed to be. Like you are fully ready to carry the weight of this, because you are, again, like taking this on. Like you feel like this is yours to take on. Like you feel like, I need to do this, I need to be the one to make sure that something happens. And I do see that you are like, it's a sacrifice, it looks like it's a sacrifice, and I see that you're being very like defensive, and you're standing up to something or someone, because you are protecting something. You're protecting something. You're defending something that is really, really true to you. And you just don't want whatever, like this person, again, it could be your partner or like someone that you really care about deeply. Like you don't want this person to get hurt, or to get like caught in some lie or in some web, or like some trap or something, you know, like you are really in like your protective defending mode. Like you want to protect this person, you want to defend this person, and you are making sacrifices and like taking, like going through burden in order to do it. So I guess the message from spirit is that yes, like, you know, that you need to do this. Like it's not going to be easy, it's going to feel like a lot, but when you're successful with it, because I feel like you will be successful with it, I feel like you have like some kind of skill or resources or something, like you are able to communicate something very effectively. Like you have like a certain force behind you, and you're going to be successful with this, and it's going to make you feel very good, you know, like it's going to make you feel very responsible, and like you did the right thing, and like you didn't back down, and you know, like you did what you were supposed to do, and you protected someone or something, or you like tried to uphold a certain order, moral code, something. And I feel like you're going to be successful, and you will be able to make the situation just, you know, like make the situation fair and balanced and ordered. Like you will protect someone from something, and that's going to be enough of like a reward for you for what you have to go through. Okay, Pisces, that's what I'm seeing for you. So I truly hope this message serves you, and good luck. We made it to the fire signs for messages from your spirit guides. Aries, we are going to start with you. So this is an interesting message, and I'm seeing here that it could go a couple of different ways. I will try to include the different scenarios that are possible here. So, okay, basically this has to do with like a distance. There's like some kind of distance or disconnect, or like it could even be like a fallout, a fight or something. And it could either be happening at home, like with your family, or it could be happening at work. Okay, so I'm seeing it could be either or, one or the other. It could even be something as established as like a family tradition, you know, something that has been long standing, that is just a way of doing things. It could even be talking about something like that. So yeah, there's something here where I think like a hard conversation needs to happen, and I feel like it's being avoided. Okay, so there needs to be like some kind of olive branch or some kind of opening or opportunity to have a conversation about whatever this fallout is, whatever this fight is. But I'm seeing that what's happening here is more like trying to avoid it, like trying to brush past it, and just trying to be happy and trying to be fun and do fun things, and like, you know, like not really talk about the problem. Like we're not talking about the problem. We're just gonna like try to avoid it and like go have fun and just like forget about it, and just You know, kind of like almost like put a band-aid over it, or just, like I said, like not address it. There's kind of like an elephant in the room that's not being addressed. There's like a conversation that needs to have about something that happened. Again, like a fallout or something, a distance. There's like a distance, a coldness here. It could even be like a betrayal, like something serious, you know, but it's like someone or the people involved, they just want to like brush past it, like forget about it, brush it under the rug, and just forget it ever happened. And it's just like, oh, like let's go have some ice cream, or let's go, you know, like to the park, let's, you know, like trying to pretend like it didn't happen, like just go on with life as per usual, like regularly, you know, when what really needs to happen here is like a conversation, is to discuss how we can bring things back into balance again, to take responsibility if anyone needs to apologize, if anyone needs to explain themselves, and if anyone needs to, you know, like say something, do something to make it an environment that is like cohesive and cooperative and, you know, is functioning again. It's like there's a fake happiness here that wants to happen. Like, yeah, look at us. We're all united and we're all happy. And, you know, we're all just playing pretend that everything is okay. But deep down, like, nothing was really addressed, and people are still hurt and angry, and like nothing was really made right, you know. But who wants to talk about that, you know, something like that, where it's like we do have to talk about it though, like, because that's how you make it right. It's like you first have to address it and like talk about it, and, you know, clear the air, and whoever needs to apologize needs to apologize, whoever needs to be accountable and take responsibility needs to do that, so that everyone can feel comfortable and safe, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. It's just a conversation needs to happen. Something seems like it's out of alignment. Again, this could have to do with like your family and the way your family does things, family traditions, customs, you know, where there's like something that is like not right, you know, like it's disconnected, it's cold, it's distant, it's wrong. You know, it's not loving, it's not like fair, you know what I mean? Or it could have to do like there's an energy like this that exists at work, or again, this could just be in your family, like your family home. Something just needs to be made right here, and I feel like the way to do it is to have a conversation. You just need to have an honest and truthful conversation, lay it all out, take responsibility, make it right, make it fair, make it safe, and just like address things, you know what I mean? And that's the way forward. Okay, so that's your message. I truly hope this served you. Good luck. Hey Leo, we're doing messages from your spirit guides. So, what I'm seeing here for you guys is that you guys seem to be like very independent right now, very about your business, very like on top of all of your tasks, just, you know, going with whatever it is that you have to do, like doing your responsibility, playing your part, playing your role, staying responsible, like I said, staying on top of it, and just doing it all by yourself. Like you're looking very strong, very powerful, very in control, like you're calling the shots here. So you could be like a head of household, or you could have like a high position at work, where this is just how you carry yourself, your energy, how you lead your life. And it just seems that you need like some emotional support right now. Like I feel like you could really use like friends, like a friends group or people to talk with. I feel like you're so focused on like doing it all by yourself and like trying to be strong and being independent, and like again, like you're just very focused on your everyday, on your material world, your material reality, and like trying to get it done, trying to progress in some way in the material world, that I feel that you aren't addressing your internal state, like your emotional state. Like there's something that could be bothering you inside, and maybe you need advice, or there's something like some tension that you feel, or you just feel like you need connection, like you need like someone to talk to, like someone that you can feel safe with, that you can be vulnerable with, that you can kind of like let them into your inner world and like talk about what's going on in there, like your secrets and stuff like that. I just feel like you want connection, like you want friendship, you want someone that you can really count on and that really genuinely cares about you, and that you guys can like have that kind of relationship with. Like you can tell them like what are your like wishes and dreams, and like where you can talk about those things, about things that like this is what would make me happy and this is what I want, and where you can kind of have like that very genuine, real kind of connection with, you know what I mean? Maybe like you want to have like long-term friends or something like that, but it's hard for you to trust, or you're just too independent, or you don't make time for it, or you're so ultra self-sufficient that it's almost like you don't know how to get into that mode of like allowing someone else and like inviting someone in and trusting someone. And so I just feel like you want that. Like I feel like you really, really want that. You crave that. You might even really need it, because we can get a lot of like insight and good advice from friends, from people that know us and love us and that observe certain things about us and that can bring certain things to our attention, and like we can listen to them, and like can just help us and give us direction. Like we can't live life completely on our own by ourselves, you know what I mean? So we do need to have friends and like people that can point things out to us, or that we can feel safe with, we can open up to. I just feel like you want that, or you need that. Like spirit is pointing out that you need that. You could really use that in your life, so that like you're not stuck in some rigid kind of outlook or perspective. Like when you have friends that really love you and care about you, and they can see things that you can't, they can pick up on certain things or give you ideas, perspectives that you didn't pick up on or see. Like they open up the possibilities, like they open up how we see things, and like are the things that we believe are possible, and they just open doors for us in certain ways. And I just think that you could use that, like you really need that, but you need to like allow it in. Like you need to allow these kind of relationships in. Like you need to allow connection and allow like union, and to want to be in a relationship, and to it doesn't have to be like romantic. It's more like friends. I'm seeing like friends, and like like a closeness, and you just have to like be open and vulnerable and like allow it in and invite it in, and be a good friend yourself, and like know how to do that yourself, so that it can like you can attract it more easily. Maybe you've had a difficult time making friends, or maybe like the close friends that you did have, it ended poorly, it ended bad, so maybe like that's why you're defensive, or you don't trust, or something like that. But we need like a transformation here. We need to be able to shift things, to change things, to invite a fresh energy, so that you can kind of like be vulnerable and open to connection and to love and to fun and to closeness, friendship. I feel like it's really going to be good for you. So see what ways you can invite that in, allow that in, make space for that, okay? Because I think that's what you're missing right now in your life. Okay, Leo, that's your message. I truly hope this serves you, and good luck. Hey Sagittarius, we are doing messages from your spirit guides. So what I'm seeing here for you guys, it's kind of similar to the reading I got for Aries. So yeah, it's just talking about like needing to like take actions, initiative, like to move in a certain direction. In order to move in that direction, you do need to be brave, because it does seem like something is going to fall apart, okay? Like a big change is going to happen. Something is crumbling, will end, and this can cause a lot of destruction and chaos and tension, but it's kind of like it's just what's needed. It's the reality of the situation. It's what needs to happen here. And I think like in your minds, like you fantasize about it happening, but you don't actually do what you need to do in real life to let it happen or something like that, or to like initiate this. But it's almost like, you know, it needs to happen, or you feel it looming, or you feel the distance, you feel the disconnection from it. But again, like, you just fantasize about it actually breaking apart. You know what I mean? Like, you just fantasize about it actually leaving your life for good or something like that, or you leaving it, or it ending or something. And it's saying that you actually have to put it into motion to make it real. Like, you do have to take some kind of initiative. Like, you already feel it, like deep down, that you feel a certain way, and now it's just a matter of like taking action in that direction. So it's kind of like, you know what you have to do to feel in alignment within yourself, to like feel like you're on track and on your path, and like you're doing the right thing for yourself. But I don't know, like, I don't know what could be holding you back, but it just seems like something is holding you back. You're not really moving in the direction that you're feeling like pulled to move in. There's something holding you back. It could be fear, you know, or just like you don't want to face this or confront this, or like you don't want to move through this, you know, like you're just stalling. You're trying to avoid this for as long as possible because you're just like, oh, I know, like this is going to be such a headache, and I don't feel like dealing with this, with the repercussions of it. I don't feel like going through that right now. And so you're not making the move to go through it. But the more that you stall, I feel like you're just carrying this burden, like carrying it on you. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to feel better. Like, you're just stalling. Like, you're gonna have to eventually move through this. So I think Spirit is just saying to like start taking the steps, start moving in that direction, start getting real with yourself, like start getting real about it, and just like do what it is that you have to do, communicate it, make the cuts you need to make. You know what I mean? Like, if there's any like last things you need to do to like end something or create distance, or I don't know, it's like, do it. It's like, don't be afraid to just to cut whatever it is you need to cut off, to once and for all, like rip the band-aid off. Do it. Just be honest and firm and direct, you know, and believe in yourself. You need to have the confidence to do it, and to stand by yourself, you know, to like have conviction in your actions, and to do it, to stay true to yourself, you know, like, because you know that maybe you deserve better than this, or you want like your energy to not feel so heavy and drained. Like, you want to feel renewed, and you know that this is what you have to do. It's like you have to cut dead weight off in order to feel like renewed and bright and sparkly again. I feel like right now you could be feeling like very dull and drained and lifeless, and like, I don't know, like you're carrying dead weight, and it's just time. It's time for you to cut it out once and for all and be on your own. Like, cut yourself free from something and just worry about yourself. And I'm seeing like you're going to be revitalized. You're going to get stronger from this because you're not carrying something that you shouldn't be, or giving energy to something. All of that can be directed back to you, and it's going to nourish you and make you stronger and brighter, and like more magnetic and attractive, even possibly. Definitely like more bold and strong and passionate. Okay, Sagittarius, so I hope that this message serves you. Good luck. We made it to the earth signs for messages from your spirit guides. Taurus, we are going to start with you. So Taurus, I'm seeing that you could be like in a transitory period, like it's time for you to move from one responsibility to another. So maybe you're being like transferred or even promoted, or you know, like your every day is going to start to look different. Like, you're going to have to take on like a different role or something than you're used to. And the reason why you're being put in this position is because you're being seen as someone that has the capacity to do it, that has the skills, the capability, that's going to be able to be successful in this role. But I think that you are like deep down feeling very worried. Like, you're feeling like, oh my gosh, am I really going to to be able to handle this? Am I really enough for this? Can I really do this? Like, what if, you know, they're seeing me in this light of like, I'm able to do it and I'm the perfect candidate for it, but what if really like I'm not, you know? What if like actually I'm gonna like lack in this department, or like what if I'm really not going to be able to do a good job the way that they think that I am, or something. So even if you are putting on like a front that you're confident and like that you got this and stuff like that, I feel like deep down you could feel differently about it. Like deep down you could feel like a little self-conscious and a little worried and a little bit like, I don't know if I'm gonna like exceed their expectations or like meet their expectations. I'm not sure if I can actually do this, if I can actually like fulfill this role or be that person that they want me to be. But what I'm seeing here is that you are going to kill it. I feel like you're going to do such a good job. People are seeing that you are capable for this position because like they're seeing that you just will be good for it. They're not seeing like a fake, you know, like something that isn't there. They are picking up on it. And I think that you should start, you know, accepting it too, that this is going to be really good for you. I feel like once you're in it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like this was really good. But right now you could just be feeling like stressed out about it, or like really small, or like you're really unsure, you know. And Spirit just wants you to know that this is meant for you. This is like a perfect position for you, a perfect role for you. You have the experience and the skill sets that you need to excel here. You're going to do very well here. And as long as you know, like you're reliable and accountable and you show up and you do what you need to do, I feel like you are just, it's going to be very natural for you. Like you're going to feel like very natural doing whatever this is. Like it comes naturally. I feel like you could be a little worried because again, maybe this position is requiring like stability from you, you know, like you really needing to like take care of a lot of different things, a lot of different layers or something, and maybe you're not used to that. But you're going to do good. I think you're really going to excel here. I feel like there is going to be a learning curve. Like you're going to like have to start slow, you know, and like get used to it. But once you get used to it, I think it's just going to come super naturally and it's going to be very intuitive for you. And it's just going to feel like very good and aligned. Okay, so that's your message. I truly hope this helps. Good luck. Hey Virgo, we are doing messages from your spirit guides. So there's a lot of moving parts to this. This one could be a little bit more confusing, so bear with me while I try to give you this message that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that you guys, I feel like you aren't happy. Like you want to be happy, obviously we all do, but I'm saying like you want to connect to something that feels like your wish fulfillment, that feels like, you know, it's something that you really want, something that you love, something that you look forward to, something that you can be proud about, something that you consider like a treasure that you can treasure, right? And I feel like wherever you are currently right now doesn't reflect that happiness for you. But I do see that there's like a resistance or like an unwillingness to leave whatever you're doing right now, because maybe you've invested a lot of time into it and like you don't want to leave it. Maybe like you want to force yourself to like find the good here and to be happy with whatever it is that you've invested in and that you've been doing, and you want to kind of like stick to it, you know. But it's like a little part of you knows that you staying where you're at is not going to fulfill you. Like it doesn't, it's not a reflection of what truly is going to make you happy. But again, there is that resistance to like start something different, to go on a different path, to start something new, to let go and move on from whatever it is that you're doing now, you know? And so, yeah, I feel like you want things to like progress and to change and to grow and to expand. Like maybe you want to experience new things, or you want like fresh, brand new energy to come in, you know? You want to feel good where you're at. But I just feel like it's not happening, or yeah, like it just feels like where you're at, it's not going to happen there. But it's like you're trying to force yourself to believe that where you're at, it can happen there. You know what I mean? Like maybe you just have to wait it out, or maybe, you know, you just have to be strong and you just have to stick with it and you just have to be responsible and keep going. But it's like, I feel like you're doing it in vain, because you're really not going to get the outcome you want by staying where you are right now. So it's just a matter of you like actually accepting that, like accepting that reality that maybe something you've invested in really wasn't it. You know what I mean? And like maybe you do have to start considering like going on a different path and like letting go something that you currently are holding on to, in hopes that maybe it's going to like change, it's going to feel different. I feel like you want a change, and I don't think that you even know exactly like what this change looks like or what it is that you want. I just feel like you know it's not this. Like you're not feeling very inspired or passionate or connected to whatever this is, and I feel like you just want to feel like excitement. You know, like you want to feel a sense of excitement and curiosity and adventure and like joy and like passion for your life and for what you do on a day-to-day basis. I think like you just want to feel different, maybe about yourself, about what you do. I feel like you're craving like a really big change in your life, like for things to shift and be completely different and new. But at the same time, I'm seeing like, but you don't want to be irresponsible either. Like, you also don't want to let your emotional state, get in the way, like interfere with like your responsibilities and like what you need to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be in control of your life, like in charge and have a handle over your life. And you don't want things to be all chaotic either. You know what I mean? Like, because you find that like unstable or irresponsible. And I feel like there's a part of you, like I just feel like there's a conflict inside of you. And where there's a part of you that wants to do something exciting and different and new because you want to feel different about yourself, and what you do or something. The energy that's in your life, you want things to grow, to expand. You want to shake things up. There's a part of you that wants that. But then there's another part of you that's like, no, like I have to do this. This is what I've been investing in. This is what I've dedicated myself to. I have to stay responsible. I have to stay disciplined. I can't let like these feelings I have interfere, with my duty and my role. And this is where I have to stay. So yeah, I think the advice for you is just to be honest with yourself. Like, let whatever you're feeling come up. Don't try to suppress it. Be honest with yourself. You have to feel what you're feeling and feel where you're being pulled to. Like, what are you being pulled to? What are you being guided towards? Like, what's lingering in the background? What do you keep thinking about? And to let that come up. Like, let that come up. Look at it. Deal with it. Reflect on it. And consider it. Like, they want you to consider it. Don't try to suppress your feelings or how you feel about things, how you're perceiving things. Don't try to suppress it. They want you to be able to like let it come up, accept it, and integrate it into your life. Like, take it into account, into consideration. And maybe this is going to help you like not be so confused about certain things. Like, maybe this is going to help bring more balance into your life and more clarity over the direction that you want to take. Like, maybe there's something else you can do, like to invite that passion, that adventure, that confidence that you want to embody, that boldness. Maybe there's something else you can do to invite that in. And you don't have to do something so drastic like like change your job or something like that. So yeah, I think that you just need to reflect, really, like find your footing and reflect on what is it that you need, what is it that you're lacking, what is it that you want to invite more of, how can you bring balance into like this inner conflict that you're feeling. Because maybe it is that you need to like let go of whatever it is that you are spending a lot of time and energy on, that you've invested on, but you feel like that's it, it's not going to grow to the point that you want to grow. Like, you know what you want, like the opportunities you want to have or how you want to expand, what you want to create. And maybe that you're not going to get that here. So maybe it's like time for you to take that into consideration and start making plans to move towards something different. So yeah, like it depends for everybody. You're just gonna have to like take that time to see what it is that you're feeling and incorporate it. Don't ignore it. Consider it so that you can bring balance into your situation. Okay, Virgo, that is your message. I truly hope this helps. Good luck. Hey Capricorn, we are doing messages from your spirit guides. So what I'm seeing here for you guys that your spirit guides want to bring up to you is I do see that you might be going through like a really difficult time right now. Like you just might be feeling very downtrodden and just very sad, you know, like very betrayed or overwhelmed or just very down. You know what I mean? Like it almost looks like you're at rock bottom. And so, of course, when we're in this energy, it can be difficult to like communicate effectively with certain people. Maybe when we're in this kind of bad mood, we can be a little bit harsh with our words, a little blunt, you know, a little short, just like not really super considerate. Maybe we're more argumentative. You know, and it's just because of like where we're finding ourselves right now in our lives. Like there could be a lot going on in the background, and you just might not have a lot to give, you know what I mean? Like a lot of sympathy, consideration, like empathy right now. But this is what Spirit wants to point out to you. They want you to be strong. They are acknowledging that you are going through a difficult time right now, that things aren't like very easy right now, but they do want you to not let that affect, you know, the way that you communicate, the messages that you give, or how you move, you know, like who you're around. They are saying, yes, you have to be very strong to be able to overcome like the sadness or the hurt or something that could be what's influencing how you're communicating right now, or just your energy in general, your approach. But they want you to be more considerate. They want you to be more loving. They want you to be more compassionate. They're saying right now, this is going to be very helpful. This is what's going to help you, whether you need to be this way towards yourself or towards others. So sometimes like when we're sad too, and we're going through a lot of difficult things, like we don't readjust certain things about our lives. Like we're just like, whatever, like we just have to keep going, keep pushing, keep it moving, like if nothing is happening. And you don't want to do that to yourself, you know what I mean? Like you do have to consider what's going on, and you have to make sure that you are moving in a way that like you can handle, you know what I mean? Like you're managing what you have, like you're managing the energy that you have, your emotions at the moment. You're making sure that you're being there for yourself, that you understand like your humanness, your human emotions, and like, you know, you are supporting yourself in the best way that you can to move through this in the best way that you can. So you do have to consider yourself and love yourself and hold yourself, you know, support yourself through this. But also you have to show that same grace towards others. Like you don't want to come at them crazy, come at them with some harsh language, blunt words, not caring how it's going to impact or affect them. You know, like you do have to be considerate right now, even if like right now the easiest thing for you to do is to come through with that energy, just, you know, all things considered. They want you to be able to be stronger than that. They want you to be able to be like more in control and more in charge of your energy, like more intentional. Like, no, I'm going to be compassionate and kind and considerate, and I'm going to consider other people right now. I'm going to, you know, make sure that I'm prioritizing this, like prioritizing this energy above like a more argumentative energy. I feel like this is just going to help you. It's going to help the situation. It's just going to bring clarity all around. It's just really employing like, you know, emotional containment, like being emotionally contained and holding yourself, like carrying yourself well, being considerate, again, being a good listener, being kind, being supportive, understanding, in all ways, like in your communication, especially. I'm seeing it like especially in your communication, in your body language, in your tone, but also just like in the way that you approach life and handle life right now. This is really the energy that you need to be inviting in. Because I'm seeing that other energy, like that argumentative energy, that, you know, those fighting words, you could just be coming at people crazy. And it doesn't even necessarily mean that you're wrong. Like, I don't even see that you're lying or that you're wrong or anything. It's just like you're being rude. You could just be very rude about it, you know, like just kind of like impatient and yeah, like just unkind and inconsiderate, you know? And they're saying to tamp that down. They're saying they know that this is kind of like the energy that's the easiest for you to access right now. Like for whatever reason, this is the energy that's in the air because of what you're going through or the situation, the time of year. I don't know what's happening in the sky. I really don't know how you're being affected, but I feel like there are certain things at play. and it's influencing you like for that to be the easiest energy that you can access, and they're just encouraging you to be stronger than it, to like be the bigger person if you have to be. There's a way to be honest, but like in a way that is considerate, you know, and loving and supportive, and they want you to try to be more intentional about that being the energy that you're leading with at this time. Okay, that was your message. I truly hope this served you. Good luck. We made it to the air signs for messages from your spirit guides. Gemini, we are going to be starting with you. So, what I'm seeing here for you guys, Gemini, is that you are really doing what it is you have to do. You're really holding strong, like you're staying very steadfast on whatever it is that you are dedicated on right now, whatever it is that you have to wake up every single day and invest in, that you have to dedicate yourself to, that you know you are really prioritizing whatever it is you're showing up for on a daily basis. I feel like you're tired, you're exhausted, you know, like you are like really going through it. It can just seem like very heavy, very like burdensome, but you are not quitting. Like you're just like, oh well, I don't care if I'm tired, like I'm gonna fight for this, I'm gonna continue to hustle. Like I'm seeing like a hustling energy, like I'm gonna do what I have to do, I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna show up. I heard I'm gonna show out. And I don't know, I just feel like whatever it is that you're working on, you're working really, really hard on it, but it's something that you know is going to bring really good results for you. It's something that you feel really like committed to and dedicated to, and like that you feel is going to have a lot of fruit for you to like harvest, you know? And so that's why you don't care how tired you are. You just want to like continue on your path, on your journey, and like it's like you want to hurry up and get there. I'm seeing like an energy of like rushing, like you're rushing and you just like want to, you know, like hurry up and do whatever it is that you have to do so that you can like hurry up and get the results, you know? So I guess the advice here for you is to take it easy, you know, like don't overwork yourself, don't burn yourself out, consider yourself, like take the rest that you need, make sure that you're recovering, that you're replenishing, no rush, you know, show up steady, like manage your energy in a way that is like healthy towards yourself, you know what I mean? Like no rush here, just move and go with the flow at a good pace. Like yes, stay with it, keep showing up. You're looking like really strong right now and like really determined, and I think that's really good. But I think like you just want to hurry up and like push through because you want to get there like quicker, and I don't think that that's really an effective method. Like I don't think that you overworking yourself is going to get you there quicker. I think you're going to get there when you're going to get there, you know? And you just have to be like smart about your energy and how you're managing your energy, and yes, like staying dedicated, but like also like pacing yourself, you know, like don't try to rush anything, or again like overburden yourself, overwork yourself, because then you will burn yourself out or get sick or injured or something, and then that's just gonna like cause a delay. So that's why you want to be smart and pace yourself and move at a healthy pace. I feel like you know exactly what you're working towards, you know exactly where you're heading, and where you want to go, where you're going, and you're in that, you know, on that track, like you're going in that direction. So just slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady, versus like this rushing kind of an energy that could like get you hurt or something. You'll get there, you will make it there exactly when you need to. And yeah, so just like try to take it easy, try to be easier on yourself, take the edge off, and just, you know, that, you know, like you can just show up at a regular pace every day, putting in like regular energy and effort. And as long as you are doing what it is that you have to do, you will reach your destination. Okay, don't kill yourself trying to get there. Okay, that's your message. I truly hope this serves you. Good luck. Hey Libra, we're doing messages from your spirit guides today. So what I'm seeing here for you, if this message resonates for you, is that you might be going through an emotionally like dark time right now. Like you might just be feeling very heartbroken, very hurt, betrayed possibly. I don't know if it's something that happened fresh or it's just something that's on your mind, but I do feel like your energy is very muted, and it's like it's very kind of like dull and gray, and like, you know, like maybe you feel like you have a little gray rain cloud above your head, and you're just like not in the mood. You don't feel very lively. You feel kind of like tired, and yeah, you know, like you're just kind of moving through the sadness, but not really acknowledging it. It's like the sadness is hurting you. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant to say. The sadness is influencing you. Like the sadness is impacting you and your energy and like how you're perceiving the world and life, you know? Where you're not really super like optimistic right now, and you're not really like full of like passion and joy and stuff. You know, like you're just like kind of like bored with everything. It just seems like you're numb, okay? Because that's what I mean is like it doesn't look like you are dealing with the pain, with the hurt, with the heartbreak. Like you're not looking at it and like trying to process it and understand it and like work through it and see like what it is that you need to feel, what it is that you need to look at, and what truth is here for you to accept and work through. You know what I mean? Like you're not doing that. It's like you're not working on it. It's like there's just a sadness that exists. It's influencing your life, it's impacting your life, and that's it. You know, like you're just kind of like numb to it. Like you're trying to numb yourself out. You're trying not to look directly at it, but it is affecting you and like how you are perceiving the world and life right now, even if you're not directly dealing with it. And so I think this is because maybe people are used to you being like happy-go-lucky or like having a really good energy about you. Or maybe you're at a time in your life right now where it's like people are expecting you to be happy, or again, like you're just always this happy person, or you know, like maybe you don't even understand why you're not happy. And so I feel like you're putting on like this happy front. Like you're putting on like, yeah, like everything is great and everything is fine, but really it's not, you know, like really deep down, you're not okay right now. Like you're kind of numbing out a little bit, and like again, like it's like taking the magic away from life. Like it's just making life feel very just blah, you know? And so the advice here for you is to actually like rely on friends, to count on friends, to express yourself to friends, to let them know like how you truly feel, like that you're feeling hurt by something, whether this is something old. It's like, yeah, this thing came up and I've just been thinking a lot about it, and I guess, you know, I haven't really worked on it, and it's just like weighing heavy and it's affecting me and my feelings right now. And maybe you want to open up to your friends, because I feel like your friends are either really going to get you or they're really going to want to support you. You know, it looks like you have like a lot of friends on your side, like people that love you and that want the best for you. And if you were to open up to them and stop putting this front of like everything is fine and you're happy, I feel like these people would be more than happy to be there for you and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you feel this way. And like they'll want to hear you out and they'll want to cheer you up and take you out. And I feel like they'll want to take your mind off of it. Like they'll want to like show you a good time and like go out for drinks or go out to eat, or go out to do something you've never done, or like take an art class, or like do something adventurous, fun, like go to an escape room. I don't know. But I just feel like they would give you really good advice, and they would tell you like how you can protect yourself right now, like how you can you know, like stand up for yourself, like stand your ground. They would, yeah, like just help you like overcome this. Like they'll help you overcome this, and like, you know, whatever happened to you, I feel like they'll give you advice on how to protect yourself from that happening again. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that they would like give you good advice, but also they'll like make it fun. And if this is in regards to like a particular person, I do see that they might like roast that person. Like they might say funny jokes about that person, or like, I don't know, it just might be funny for you. It might be like exactly what you need, you know? If you're seeing someone as like this big bad wolf in your life, and like, you know, like they had so much power, it's like they're gonna humble that person in your eyes real quick, and it's just gonna make you laugh and like make it like more lighthearted or something. I don't know. I just feel like your friends are really going to help you to see what happened, to process it in a way that's fun loving, and they're gonna give you tools to like protect yourself in the future. And you just pretending that everything is all fine and dandy and you're okay, that's not really like helping you. I think you should open up to your friends because I think that they do have like the answer for you on how to help you overcome this. Okay, so that is your message. I hope this serves you and good luck. Hey Aquarius, we are doing messages from your spirit guides today. So this is kind of like a harder message because it's one of those messages that's going to ask you to like take a good, strong, hard look at yourself. Okay, it's pointing out that there's something here that it's like you're doing. Okay, the misalignment is coming from your end. And it's something that you want to avoid, that you don't want to look at, you don't want to face, okay? But it's kind of like what's driving difficult energy in your life, or what's making you feel a certain way that is like very uncomfortable or makes you feel like sensitive or is triggering for you. I think this even has to do with like your childhood, your upbringing, your family of origin. It could even be connected to something having to do with the mother. So I don't know what you learned from your mother, like the way that your mother is towards potentially other women, or maybe your mother like taught you to be like kind of envious, conniving, cutthroat, but like behind the scenes, two-faced. Like maybe these are all energies that you observed your mother doing, so maybe you thought this was normal or this was okay, and now it's like something that you do because it was normalized, or this was like the culture in your upbringing to be this way. Something with having to be like very egoic and like wanting to fight and compete with others instead of like be cooperative. It's like using anger instead of like channeling it into something that's passionate and purposeful and like bold, but in a meaningful way. It's like you channeled anger and that boldness in a way that was destructive and unhealthy, like jealousy or envious or gossip, you know, bullying. But it doesn't seem to be very forward. Like it seems to be like it's very indirect. Like the way that you project this energy is in a very indirect way. And I think that you mistaken this energy for being like how you really feel. Like, oh, this is just how I am. This is just, you know, in the spur of the moment, like this is what comes out of my mouth, or this is how I'm programmed to react, or this is just who I am. But I don't think that this is really who you are. I think you learned how to be this way. And I think what really exists underneath these behaviors is sadness. And I think the sadness is like you either didn't have like a parent or a mother figure that was like very consistent in your life. You know, she could have been very in and out, or she could have been very unsupportive to you. Like there could have been like a cold relationship there where it was lacking, you know? Or like I said, like she just taught you like a lot of bad habits and like ways of being. And this is something that you really have to look at and that you have to face, because I feel like it is something that is affecting and influencing your life and how you move. It affects your emotional state. I feel like you could be displacing your emotions. Like you could think you feel a certain way about someone, but really it's sadness that really exists there that really like triggers you reacting badly, you know? Like employing those bad behaviors that we just talked about. It's because like you're hurt. There's a sadness. Whenever that gets tripped up, that's kind of like how you react to that trigger. It's in a very destructive way. And it's not really representing anything that's real or that's true about someone else, about someone outside of you, whoever you're directing that energy towards. It's something that is reflective of something that exists inside of you that you need to look at, okay? So that you can like work on this, you know, and become stronger and be better be more stable, more responsible about your energy and how you direct it. And maybe so that you can just like be prouder of the person that you are and how you show up. So the advice for you is just to slow down so that you can like process this and just let God come into your life. Let a higher, loving, unconditional, loving kind of an energy come into your life to like show you things, guide you in the right direction, to soften your heart. And yeah, like that's the advice. They're not really giving me anything specific. They're just saying like let God in and God will lead the way on how to heal this wound that you have. Okay, so this was your message. I truly hope this served you. Good luck.